Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to VCW Vtuber Championship Wrestling. My name is Tristan Sandy here on commentary, and I am joined today with Eris von Jabberwock, heir to the Jabberwock name. Hello, Eris, and are you excited for another night of VCW?
I'm very excited. If it's going to be anything like last week, it's definitely going to be an intense and fun ride.
Indeed, and I mean, I have to imagine you're still riding high on that, that adrenaline or even just excitement from winning the Women's Tag Team Championship with your partner Stardust Shimmer.
Definitely. The belt feels wonderful to have here in the booth here.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, it's a very beautiful belt, and I will do my best not to try and steal it.
Not that your own.
That's true. You know what? You're right. We both have belts in the booth right now. We both are champions here in VCW. We're both tag champs.
We are. This definitely isn't rigged.
This not at all. Not. I definitely don't book myself to win these kind of things. Back when I was trained to be...
VCW is not rigged.
Look, I simulate everything. I do not choose any of the victors here. Up first tonight, we have K-Thom versus Crown Clown. After that, we're going to see a tag... Oh, nope. Stop doing things. We have a tag match between Ray Pierre, our VCW Championship, and his partner, Ricardo Cat, versus Neon Inc. That is Candy and Spooky the Clown. After that, we have Fenwick Alcester. I think that's how you say it. I always cannot pronounce his last name.
You got it. You nailed it.
Hell yeah. Versus Tragic Backstory. Our Flesh Tuber champion, who somehow managed his way to get into VTuber Championship Wrestling, is my tag team partner, our fellow tag team champion, ready to take on the Demon Moose. After that, look, it's me in a mixed tag match with Looney Metal, the mad scientist clown who owns a casino, which is...
I love her wrestling style.
Yeah, she got a fun style. Versus Raven, the retired vampire empress, and Eclipse, the, let's see, Solar Eclipse, which is a lion ringmaster as opposed to their lunar form. But then our main event, we have Athena Atlas, the world's strongest woman, versus Confetti the Clown. So we have a lineup here that should be real good.
You could say Athena's going to be throwing confetti in the ring later.
Oh yes, most of Athena's moveset is literally just throwing people around. I mean,
I love that. Will K-Thom be able to keep his win streak going?
We can hope so. He was pretty aggressive last week against... Who did you fight last week? It should not have been such a memory lapse. Whoever it was, it didn't matter because K-Thom wiped the floor with...
We announce as good our memories wiped each week.
Mine is wiped after every match. I have the memory of a goldfish. But Crown Clown is a little bit unpredictable, so we're definitely going to see some cases here of some unusual matchups and just a lot of energy. Who's the guest? Ah, the guest. You missed the intro to the episode. So, join with me on commentary for the evening again is Eris von Jabberwock, heir to the Jabberwock name, the Royal Knight, Horse Girl, other adjectives.
Yes.
Eris is joins us on Sunday nights on Roll Call Studios for Vampire the Masquerade, re-debuting a new season on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe is when you guys usually start. Right?
Yeah, 3:30 PST.
Yeah, so yeah, 3:30 for your time, yes. Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Zarilla.
So, Eris also streams on their own. You can find them at Eris von Jabberwock. You can find them on Twitter as Eriwalk.
Yes.
I refuse to call it anything but Twitter.
Yes. And I stream a variety of games. Anything that really suits, that catches my fancy.
Because let's see, did you finish up Lies of P recently? Was that what was the last thing you finished?
I did. Yes, I recently finished Lies of P and Fate Samurai Remnant.
Okay. I have no idea what that one is. I know Lies of P is a Pinocchio game. That's all I know. It's like a Souls Pinocchio game.
Yes. Souls of Pinocchio.
Souls of Pinocchio. So once again, we have Kathom here, the Eldritch Harlequin. Again, he has been on a ups and downs, and last week we saw him tear through his opponent, but today he's going to have a new one in Crown Clown, this Royal Ringmaster, complete with Crown. And Crown is a little unpredictable, I think. Definitely something, or someone that you can't take lightly. They're a little unorthodox a lot of ways. Their moveset is a little, very much Crown-based, with things like Crowning Achievement, which is a bionic elbow, using his elbows to really drive it into the skull like a crown would be. Or the Heavy is the Crown, a top rope double axe handle. But we really have to be careful of that big top drop, a Blue Thunder Bomb, rotating that opponent into a power bomb. I call Liza P. Tweakborn. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that.
It's pretty apt.
I was talking about Liza P earlier today with a friend, only to lead us down this road of like talking about Guillermo del Toro movies and how he just did Pinocchio, a movie, and how they're gonna.
Liza P got announced when like a lot of other Pinocchio things were getting announced too.
Yeah, it seemed like that was happening, but I guess Del Toro is going to be making a Frankenstein stop-action movie. Ooh. And I'm all about that as a huge Frankenstein fan. In the action in the ring, though, we definitely have. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, we have Kathom and Crown. There was a lot of back and forth. No one really landing anything solid. A lot of reversals, but Kathom seems to be trying to get the upper hand here. But again, right out the gate, Crown not letting him get the momentum. This is a real back and forth between these two purple and blue characters here.
Fighting for dominance.
No, more purple is better. No, more blue is better. Definitely seems to be the back and forth here. But already going to the top rope, dropping a knee across the chest of Kathom. Going for a pin attempt here. Only a 2 count. Yes, indeed, that was very close. Kathom seems to be kind of at a short end of a stick here, as Crown is definitely trying to take the lead. But not one to go down without swinging. Kathom is definitely trying to get things back on track as he throws Crown Clown out the ring. This is what we saw last time. He dragged his opponent outside. Right. He dragged him out and just started kicking his butt. It was Leafy. He fought Leafy last time and spent almost the entire match
beating him outside the ring
over and over again, trying to wear down the opponent, really pushing the 10 count out to its limit. But it looks like Crown doesn't want to do that game this time.
If you're going to keep me outside the ring, I'm going to have to throw you back into it.
Indeed. Kathom saying, fine, I'm just going to start throwing some punches left and right before hopping up to the second rope. Calling for Crown to get up. What do we got here? Going for a DDT, only to miss.
Oh, dear.
For Crown Clown to give a DDT of his own, trying to capitalize, but a kick out before even one. Before, like, half a kick and then taunting. It's like he stopped halfway through kicking him. That is setting up behind. What do we got here? Dragon suplex, that half Nelson suplex type move. Crown going to the top rope. Could he be setting up for the Heavy as the Crown? Oh, he is. He's setting up for that double axe handle to the top of Kathom's head. Only for it to be reversed. Kathom trying to capitalize with a pin. Crown still kicking out.
No avail.
There's 2 fights here, Crown and Kathom, and Crown's coat against collision detection. Indeed, it is something that I've talked about before, is that Crown Clown's coat does not obey physics. I've offered to remove it for the match, but we seem to find it more funny that his coat does not register in the world of reality. I'm not convinced that Crown Clown is not an eldritch being as well.
will be awakened during this fight.
My minor illusion's not working. This disguise self spell is just not what it used to be. Crown Clown powering up K-Thom to that top rope for a hangman moment. Crown Clown definitely trying to get these quick pins here, hoping that he can sneak out that 3 count. K-Thom, definitely a very powerful opponent here, as he reverses with a kick to the head. And setting up the stage hook, this could be it. Again, that ripcord lariat. Was that enough?
No.
Crown kicking out at 2. K-Thom really hoping to get this victory in, but it seems like Crown is being so much more of a problem than before. But here's that Eldritch Driver I was talking about. Can he get Crown Clown up to drop him on his head?
Yes, he will.
That could be it, ladies and gentlemen, as K-Thom goes for that pin after that Eldritch Driver. Crown Clown still kicking out of the Eldritch Driver. Not something I expected to see today. K-Thom really trying to pull out all the stops as he heads up to the top rope again. Only to find no one home. What is Crown Clown doing here?
I was about to say Crown Clown was out of energy.
It looks like he powered himself back up, only to be put on the top rope for a snake eyes. K-Thom seems to be getting aggressive here and losing his patience.
Another pin.
And that was it. After choking out K-Thom choking out Crown Clown in the corner there with that boot to the throat, it looked like that was enough to put the last of Crown Clown's energy to rest.
I wonder where K-Thom's rankings are in the...
He's got to be working his way up for sure. There's no way he's not. He's definitely gunning for that #1 position. But so we may end up seeing PB and K-Thom once again fighting for that #1 contender for Ray Pierre's title.
Those would be wonderful matches. Possibly I don't know the proper word. The three people fight.
A triple threat match.
I don't want to say the word. Yeah, there we go.
A threesome. A triple threat match, indeed. I mean, it definitely could be at certain points, or if depending on the rankings, absolutely.
Is it possible for like cage matches or matches with like chairs and stuff to appear, or no?
With the way that the universe works, it's like percentage chances that it can happen. I can always mess with the percentages, or I can just go, screw it, I want this to be no disqualification. I want this to be a Hell in a Cell. I want it to be this. I can easily make that decision. Speaking of titles, we see our VCW champion right here with Ray Pierre with his partner Ricardo Cat versus Neon Inc., the combo of Candy with Spooky the Clown, their partner. Now, we've seen Ray recently. Ricardo we haven't seen a little bit since their loss at the tag team tournament. You have to imagine that there's a chip on the shoulder for losing that match against me and Trashing. Suck it, guys.
They must feel really bad.
They must feel really bad, like losers. Like stupid losers. Granted, we have Ray here with that prize of the VCW champion, which is definitely something that everyone's going to want, including myself. But in due time, as he is joined on stage by Ricardo Cat for a slow-mo entrance as their fireworks.
Thing always slow-mo?
Yeah,
it seems like it always triggers on them.
Yeah, so Ricardo Cat's entrance is is the same entrance as a wrestler named John Morrison, whose intro is in slow motion. So he has like soft, flowy hair. He has the fireworks, so it's like this slow-mo moment for his entrance. And he's in a tag team with a partner called The Miz. And so when they come out together, they have that slow-mo motion moment.
The slow moment.
The slow moment. Much like most of my days, I have slow moments.
Don't we all?
What an adorable couple of friends here as Ray and Ricardo Cat get ready for this match here against two bouncing cartoon clowns with a lot of energy. One a little bit more friendly, one a little bit more, well, spooky.
Definitely two sides of the spectrum.
Indeed. And again, all that energy as they charge down to the ring, ready for a fight.
I love it. Just like no fanfare. They just rush the ring.
Rush the ring, signal to each other, and backflip. Again, these two really using that cartoon physics to their advantage with some pretty moves that are definitely going to be ones to watch out for. With like Spooky having persistence of vision, a knee face breaker, as well as cartoon physics literally being one of his moves, a backflip DDT. But definitely has to be looking out for his finishers such as the ink drop, a swanton bomb, as well as drink the ink, shoving his ink-covered hand down the throat of his opponent. But again, Candy's not one to be taken as a slouch either here. As Candy, with the upside-down frown, a backflip DDT in a different way, or the fairy floss DDT, tornado DDT.
Early tag into Ricardo.
Yes, again, we've seen this before with some tag matches. Well, that taunt didn't do him any good. As Candy just throws an elbow.
Kind of just gave Candy his head there.
Again, tagging their partners in frequently to try and stay as fresh as possible is definitely a good idea. Candy just showing off that they can do some flips here. Look what I can do!
Showing off the cartoon physics.
Brain buster to the top of the head as Ricardo tags Ray back in. Candy, oh Jesus.
Oh.
Kicking at the same time, but it looks like Candy is getting the advantage here. Tagging in Spooky.
Let's see if Spooky can take this in the right direction.
Grappling from behind, setting up the Bubba Bomb. The sit-out atomic drop. Going for a pin. Ricardo breaking up that pin right out the gate, only to get shoved away and then get clocked in the face. Stop hitting me, man. Now, if Ricardo doesn't get out, they're going to get disqualified. Oh, the clowns have exited the ring.
As Ray Pierre gets thrown out of the ring.
Setting up, what is this, a camel clutch? You can't submit him outside the ring, Spooky. Spooky, that's
not going to stop him from trying.
Apparently not, as Ricardo comes all the way across the arena. The butt bump to Candy. As Spooky
Everyone's
decides to do.
now.
Well, Spooky's deciding to do a little dance. Oh gosh, are we gonna get a double count out here? We gotta be real careful. Jesus, Ricardo. We're at 7. They have it to the count of 10 as the camera has its own conniption. At the 8, Spooky's got to get back in the ring.
There we go.
Yeah, we're back on track here. Reversing the kick.
That was a fun little detour.
Shoulder breaker. Arm wrench. What we got going on? Bicep stomp, or a knee to the bicep before dragging Spooky to the middle of the ring. Just to pin him. Not sure why you decided to drag him, but whatever works for you, I guess. Setting up for a back suplex. Only to get kicked in the face as Spooky decides to fight back with some heavy hands. A DDT busting Ray wide open, but luckily Ray getting to that corner to his partner as Ricardo Cat gets back in the ring. As he gouges out the eyes of the cat. Setting up. This is it's a. What is this? I don't know what we're doing here. Is it an ankle wrench of some sort?
Foot tickler.
Gotcha, coochie, 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 coo. Candy getting into the ring here as he takes on Ricardo Cat, only to get kicked in the face immediately.
Kicked in the face by those long legs.
Those long cat-like legs. Man, Ricardo Cat is not playing any games here with Candy. Oh, Jesus.
I thought Rapier just got punched by Ricardo.
Candy caught immediately, only to get, Jesus Christ,
Ooh.
a poison Rana out of nowhere.
I couldn't tell if that was a reversal or not.
That was a poison Rana driving Candy's head into the ground. Candy reversing into a neck breaker. Throwing some kicks of his own. However, it doesn't look like a whole lot of... Oh. That is the upside down frown from Candy. Instead of capitalizing, it looks like they're tagging in their partner, Spooky. We can hope that Spooky's going to set something... Or, nope. Spooky's
okay, giving Spooky the pin.
Well, that was too much time wasted for that switch out. And that may cost them the match in the future. Only time will tell. Spooky sending Ricardo to the corner. Only to get reversed immediately. And then kicked in the face. Spooky brought to the corner.
Not kicked in the face.
Not kicked in the face. Punch to the face, sending Spooky reeling. Are we going to get a Spanish fly? Spanish fly from the top rope. That backflip STO? Is this STO or flatliner? I don't know anymore. It's STO. Popping that booty for a moonsault. Going back to those exotic dancer roots. This could be it. Spooky says, no thank you. Not a fan of the booty pop.
Proper wrestling etiquette. Booty pop into a moonsault for your opponent.
I mean, hey, whatever works. You got it, flaunt it. Oh, it could be setting up for this corkscrew moonsault.
Oh.
That could be it unless Candy gets in the ring to stop this. That is it. Ricardo Cat really pulling the weight in this tag team on occasions.
Ricardo definitely coming out strong after seeing Rapier get that.
Getting busted open for sure. You can still see some of that on Ray's face here. It was like one person saw red and the other person saw more red.
Yeah.
That is a horrifying look. I was going to say, it's horrifying. Just like blood spattered amongst clown makeup. That is terrifying.
It sends a message.
Well, it was a very good tag team, and it looks like Rapier and Ricardo Cat are still on track for being some top contenders in the tag division, which isn't surprising how one of them is our men's champion.
It's true. And our next matchup now,
we have Fenwick Alcester, the Demon Moose, versus Tragic Backstory, just a dude. As Brandon would say in our D&D games, just a dude. Some people might recognize Tragic Backstory as the bouncing sword that joins me on stream occasionally. This was his way of being added to the VCW roster. Just being a guy in a morph suit with the logo on his chest. The eyes and the mouth.
Oh my god. Demon Moose Fenwick Alcester from one of the layers of hell versus a guy we found out back.
A guy from Ohio. Which is also just its own form of hell, if you know, right? Am I right, people? Oh, man, and there's the demon. There's the demon. There's a demon.
8th layer of hell, Ohio.
You think you're from hell? I'm from Ohio hell. Now, we make jokes, but Fen isn't a competitor that you can take lightly here. Again, he is a 6 foot 6.6 demon moose from hell, and he is quite powerful. With moves like the barrier breaker, a back breaker to a toss across the ring, or the trample using his height to literally big boot someone's chest into the ground. But you have to look out for those finishers, such as just a straight-up chokeslam using that height and power, or the rack attack to mimic his antlers. In this case, unfortunately, they're not moose; they're deer. but really mimicking that with an Argentina-style backbreaker, dropping his opponent across Fenn's shoulders. But none of that matters when you have a sword. Tragic, the living embodiment of a sword, bringing a sword to this match. Tragic is our one and only Flesh Tuber, here with the Flesh Tuber Wrestling Champion here. Championship, his FTW champion. Now, we've seen Tragic actually pull off some pretty decent matches here, sometimes fighting well above his own weight class.
Definitely, so here.
Definitely so, but if Fenn wants to win, he's going to have to avoid some moves such as the Master Sword, a top rope brainbuster if he can get lifted up that high at least, or the the Anime Blast, a double fist punch in a more martial arts style. But the biggest thing to look out for here is the Nat 20, this rolling. Rolling cutter. It's one of my favorite moves, which is why it's exciting to see Tragic rock it. As he's showing off his wonderful purple belt.
It is a nice belt.
You can tell that he's a Twitch streamer. But that Nat 20 rolling cutter is definitely going to be a difference maker here for a lot of this match. But again, it's going to be power versus tenacity, because we learn anything about Brandon, it doesn't matter if his own body tries to kill him, he keeps fighting.
Let's see if Tragic has any advantages against demons.
Well, apparently he does, as he reverses the backbreaker, only to then just get clocked. Never mind. Fenn throwing some forearms into the back of Tragic here, hoping to use that power into an immediate pin. But not even a one count.
As Fenn punishes him immediately.
Yep. Well, it was like Tragic reversed. He was like, haha, fuck you. And it was like, ah, fuck, you hit me. Fenn really using that power, but Tragic, again, fighting back, only to keep thrown off. But then a reversal again. Again, Tragic is not going down lightly here, as he goes for
Where's he going? Oh!
a springboard dropkick to Fenn. Locking up.
Not staying down for long.
Nope, going for a suplex maybe? It's a long way down if you're not prepared for it, as Fenn goes for a cocky pin, but he wasn't paying attention to Tragic's feet.
Just standing on your opponent is a pin?
As long as their shoulders are on the mat. Oh, bye, Tragic.
Oh my god.
Well, Demon Moose versus just a dude. It's got to throw him across the ring, apparently. But again, much like the man with the fiddle, Tragic is too cocky as he continues to fight back. Fenn's like, well, that's just, you know what? That's a good look for you.
Here, let me help you with that.
I'll take you to the other corner. Uh-oh, what's Fenn lining up here? Looking for a big boot?
Oh!
Busting Tragic open under his mask, which we'll never see. But we'll know that Tragic is bleeding.
We will never see, but he's bleeding on the inside.
He always is. He has a condition. Man, we're seeing a lot of people take their fights out of the ring.
That has been a go-to strategy.
It has.
Fenn being completely unfazed by that dropkick.
Indeed. He's even, but he's not unfazed by the announce table. As the microphones and the monitors slowly drift off the table. What is going on with that table? I don't even care about the fight anymore. Tragic taking some time to pose, followed up by a DDT.
Moose by the antlers.
Yeah, man, that's gotta hurt if you have antlers and your head's driven like top down into the ground.
Yeah, right.
All right, Tragic, you gotta be careful.
Moltz just disengages his antlers.
Yeah, just shakes his head and they come off. Tragic, you gotta get back in that ring and change that. You're at 9. Are we about to get a double count out?
Oh my god! What? 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 What?
I agree. That was lackluster.
What?
Well, now we have the option. We could do a rematch and see if we can get this to finish definitively, or we leave it and
Did
go.
Tragic just forget why he was there?
I guess so. He took a shot to the head. Well, Eris, I'll let you help me decide. Do we want to see this end in this draw where nothing happened, as Tragic forgot why he was fighting, or do we try to do a rematch to see if we can get a definitive ending here?
I think we need to go for a definitive ending here.
All right, let's go ahead and start up this rematch here.
Didn't think I would see a draw today, but
I didn't think so either.
Everything.
Man, I mean, I did warn quite extensively, like, guys, there is a 10 count. We'll see if this goes any different. Jesus!
Oh my god!
Tragic saying, like, I remember what I was doing here.
God, if it was just an immediate pin.
That would have been so funny. He's like, you guys wanted something definitive? Fine.
Tragic was holding back this whole time.
He was. I haven't released my full power yet.
I mean, he is a belt holder.
Indeed. Blockbuster, well, with some posing. This fight has quickly become one-sided as Tragic is taking charge here. It's like he stored all his energy. Yeah,
last time.
It was indeed. It's like Tragic stored all his energy from last time and went, all right, now I got it. Going for that springboard again with that back elbow. Hanging for the hydrate.
Wow, could this be it? Nope.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought. He saw that one coming.
Oh, big knee to the gut. Fenn looking to take advantage of this. But Tragic said, screw you. You're too big. I can do the bouncy stuff.
Tragic said, surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker. Sneak attack.
And chokes him out.
Yeah, sometimes a good old choke to that. Here comes your favorite move.
Oh no.
Why
It's
is
always like the biggest people doing it to the small ones.
Just choking Tragic. You don't need to breathe, right? You're just a mannequin. You don't have lungs. Go for a backbreaker.
Ooh.
Turning this into
Oh.
He was trying to turn it into a submission with a pendulum backbreaker press. Then just dropping those hips into Tragic's back. Finn is now trying
Really want each vertebrae to feel that.
Yeah, man, he's just dropping his hips into every part of Tragic. Oh, barrier breaker. Toss.
There's anything I know about Finn is that he cannot stop dropping his hips.
That's what they do in hell. You just get low, low, low. You got choke slam here. This could be it, but Tragic reverses it into an arm drag.
Tragic flailed with all of his might, getting out of that choke slam.
Indeed, and it worked to his advantage, but he could be setting up here for the Nat 20. Only to be reversed. Fenn using that size and power, but again, Tragic reversing.
Tragic is very slippery.
He is. He is a slimy individual. Either that or he's part rogue and he's just disengaging. We have a knee to the back, almost camel clutch move, trying to tap out Fenn. But looks like Fenn was able to survive as he gets a body splash to the back. Gotta be real careful of those antlers. They're all over the place. Setting up for the Nat 20. And he hits it.
Is this going to be it?
This could be it.
Wow.
That was almost 3. The last second, Fenn fights back, but this may be a danger here. Looks like he's going to throw him in the corner. He could be setting up for the Master Sword.
Fenn gets out of it. Nat 20 for the Nat 20.
All the Nat 20s. It looks like Fenn hoping to win this here as Tragic kicks back out.
Bad time to taunt, Fenn.
Bad time to taunt. Tragic trying to fight back here. A super kick. Reminiscent of Eris there. Is this it? And that super kick stealing the idea of Eris' Jabberwock kick for the finishing off of Fenn.
I'll allow it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Corey, Fenn's going to extend a hand here, I think, for, I don't think... Are they going to be respectful? We do. We have mutual respect here between Fenn and Tragic with that hard-fought victory as a rivalry has begun between the two.
Friends and rivals.
Friends and rivals. We saw this here as Fenn was seen as respectful in this fight, gaining some pride, respect, and some boldness. As Jesus, Tragic decided to make all of his stats go crazy, as the crowd saw him as respectful, and he's a tag team champion. But he got a little prideful, very respectful, very perseverant, which absolutely loyal, and very bold, and very disciplined. That.
Tragic shaping up to be the hero of the VCW. It
He
seems.
is. As the Flesh Tuber, we should naturally hate him. Despite the fact that he is my partner. But congratulations to Tragic Backstory defeating Fenn in a well-fought match that had some very surprising outcomes here.
Yeah.
I can't say I expected that. I thought for sure Fenn was going to pull that out.
Really, though. Tragic just once again proving us wrong with his prowess in the ring.
Indeed. He's too good. We're going to have to nerf him or something.
He is pretty crazy.
Coming up next, we have a mixed tag match. We have Tristan Sanity, hey, that's me, versus Looney Metal versus Eclipse Solar Edition and Raven, the retired Vampire Empress. We don't see the mix tags too much, but again, we have our opponents have to be careful not to hit each other's opponents' opposite gender, or disqualification does happen. It's definitely something. Indeed.
This will be my first time seeing how one of these matches go.
Indeed. Well, like the second someone's tagged, the other team has to immediately tag their opponents in. So.
Yeah, you have to be.
I gotta win this match. I gotta beat up Eclipse. How unsightly, yes. Coming in the ring now. What is this? I don't remember this being my entrance.
Oh no. After choking on the water, you don't know what you're doing
I don't know what's happening anymore. I guess this is my entrance now.
The following contest is scheduled for
One fall.
Introducing first, from Valhalla, weighing in at 300.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
One half of the ECW Men's Tag Team Champions.
Who's this Viking? Because you don't have the name Tristan.
That's surprising.
We may not have intergender, but the tag team of me and Water killed Tristan. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what happened. Lonnie and Water thought that it was like, take him down a peg or two. Well, I mean, this is one of the Viking Raiders' entrances, so I guess that is why this is here.
The game just doesn't like you when it comes to your intros.
No, apparently not.
'Cause
Apparently,
it does it for you and Tragic as well, right?
yeah, I've edited that one to try and fix that, so hopefully that will stay. But that it'll be a question for another time. As here we have Looney Metal, the women's champion here of VCW, from parts unknown.
Definitely a favorite of Lonnie and I.
Looney is a fighting champion doing her absolute best, using all the knowledge from her mad science experiments to her casino, and as Star likes to point out, her nipple buttons. Our women's champion here is definitely a competitor not to take lightly, but she has her hands full often, usually with Bianca Belair. Bianca Lupara. Bianca Belair is an actual wrestler. But coming out now is Eclipse in his solar form. that of being a lion. Originally, when I was making Eclipse, they wanted something cursed, and I think I did my best to deliver a cursed wrestler.
You did a very good job.
I was like, look, I have two options. It's either going to be cursed or it's going to be like a luchador. And they were like, well, if you do the lunar, you can make that a lucha. And I was like, there, done. I would happily lose to Looney. The paws. Yep. Eclipse has those. The paws and the little beans.
But do the paws have claws?
Not these.
Well, that's going to affect their chances in the ring.
Yeah, despite the fact that they have a move called mauling, which implies that they are mauling them with claws. Don't see any claws. That's what it is, making biscuits. And here we have Raven, the retired vampire empress, often seen in her comfy clothes. But when we see her get into the ring, she is all business as she drops down to what appears more like an MMA attire. Definitely using what seems to be some actual training to her advantage with some of her moves. Where with like Eclipse, we have to look out for moves such as the mauling, as I've mentioned, which is literally just attacking, or revolutions, which is a sling blade rotating clothesline takedown, or their finisher, the Eclipse. It's literally what it's called, a almost front flip stunner. Raven is going to have things like, let's see, I believe they have a coffin neck breaker, if I can remember correctly. I can remember things. Yes, they have a coffin neck breaker, as well as that as a vampire, she just bites people. But
as one does.
Yes, as one does. Whereas her finishers are that of the cutthroat sleeper, using that MMA training to really drive an opponent. Okay, I said, I take that Eclipse and then let Looney in. Raven also has the Fang drop, which is a top rope Meteora. And then again, you can see here this wrestling powerhouse.
Just carrying her around.
Incredible! Oh, stomping away. Connects on the kick. Right in the breadbasket. Places her right.
Oh, did Tristan mute? Tristan!
Going coast to coast.
He's wrestling right now.
Yep, I'm wrestling. Sorry. Whoop. Oh, geez. Using that knee to her advantage. Looney's biggest weapon in her arsenal is going to be the variable that cut her to be hit out of anywhere. But again, using that testing a hypothesis top rope arm breaker, or the slot machine arm breaker, really going after arms with that moveset. But as we see here, every time that there's a tag, the other team is immediately switched in. As we see Tristan going after Eclipse, but Eclipse really going in on Tristan with that DDT. Tristan is
not payback from those punches earlier.
Very much so. We see another tag as Tristan now rolls out of the ring like a like a log. Raven again using that like martial arts fighting training to her advantage, going after the mad scientist clown Looney.
Looney actually has one of my favorite moves in the VCW, the testing hypothesis.
The top rope leap off arm strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Going for a knee breaker, trying to keep Looney off of her feet.
Eclipse and Raven really going hard.
Indeed. They seem to be working very well as a tag team, as well as just Raven really just being very dominant here. This could be another contender for a #1 contender for that title if we're not careful here. Tagging Eclipse in. Tristan gets back in on his side.
Oh.
Just taking a shot before lifting up. Jesus. A reverse scoop slam, putting Eclipse down to the ground as he picks up Eclipse for a power slam.
Oh.
Really using that size and strength to his advantage. And a discus punch. Looks like Tristan's trying to build some momentum here. Kick to the face. Eclipse going for a grapple only to get shoved away as Tristan goes for, again, another strength move, but Eclipse escaping As Looney
Shot
is
to the back of your legs.
indeed going for a springboard, only to get caught into. Is this another snake eyes to the corner, knocking Eclipse a little loopy as Looney is brought back into the ring.
I was about to say, what if they like can't get out of the ring because they're just so dazed?
I think that's where we saw like Tristan roll out because he was dazed.
Yeah.
But I believe there would be a disqualification if they don't leave in a timely manner. But of course, this is one of the downfalls of simulating. It's like you're like, get out of the ring, and the game's like, I forget. Very much like we saw with Tragic, where he just stopped and just stood there, like he just like disconnected like a controller. Whee!
Tristan didn't immediately get out of the way.
He was like, well, I'm just going to move. Well, if I had hit her, I would be disqualified. 2 count here. As Raven gets back in the ring, and Looney has forgotten that she's fighting, it looks like. Okay, good. Locking back up, thrown into the corner. Could she be setting up for the, nope. What are we signing up for?
What?
And a boot to the face. Followed by an alley-oop.
Alley, ouch.
Kick to the back, going for a quick pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out. Looney's going to have to do more than that if she wants to take out Raven. But it looks like she's going to tag Tristan back in. As the men get set to do battle. Eclipse getting shoved away, only to reverse a strike. Oh, going for that Revolution. That could be it. Could that be a quick win for
No.
Tristan kicking out at 2? But that was awfully close. As he goes for a springboard moonsault, but only to get caught by a rope break. And then, this is the YMCA we're doing over here?
That'd have been funny to hear the crowd just go into it.
YMCA. Locking up. We're going for a backbreaker? Dropping a lion into a submission, really arching that back across the knee. Only to tag Looney back in immediately.
Definitely a lot of trading back and forth.
Indeed. Oh, we have the coffin neck breaker.
Ooh.
Could this be the end? 1, 2, on a kick out at 2. More like DMCA. Don't take me down. Don't take me. I need to make a character where that's all there is. The DMC takedown. The copyright strike. It's just YouTube.
Would it? Yeah, I was gonna say, would that just be like Twitch or YouTube as a fighter?
Yeah. Our biggest enemy are those.
Uh-huh.
They're just made just like Brandon. They're just like white morph suits with the logo on the chest.
Yeah.
Tristan pulling back into the center of the ring. Are we just going to do a pin? Yep.
Would there just be the equivalent of like the times Vince McMahon got in the ring?
I mean, Vince knew how to wrestle. I mean, except for the time where he tried to wrestle God. Vince McMahon. Oh, geez, another busted open here. The lion is bleeding. Tristan taking this time to taunt as Looney keeps hopping up and down.
Looney jumping for joy.
Oh, a spinning kick is Eclipse tries to get that momentum back. Oh, knee to the face. I'm going to tag in Raven here to give himself some time to relax. Tristan gets out, and Looney enters again. Oh, jeez. What was that? Backdrop? Something.
Something happened.
Something happened. It didn't go in Looney's favor as Raven goes for a pin here.
No.
Looney's going to have to be careful here. Raven is ready to either pull something off here. A punch. We could at any moment here see Raven go for that cutthroat sleeper or go for that fang drop.
Looney's definitely not going down without a fight.
No, going for this fisherman suplex. Looked like she was going to go for a pin, but he decided not to, but then changed her mind to go back for a pin, apparently. Everyone's a little indecisive in this match. Wrenching Raven's neck.
God,
Yeah, that's not fun. Oh, slot machine arm breaker. Oh, that move never looks pretty. Uh-oh. Looney setting up for the variable.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but it gets reversed by
Oh.
Raven.
This deep into a match is where
Uh-oh.
where injuries may occur. You gotta think long term.
This could spell disaster for Looney here. Raven really building up that momentum. Setting up that cutthroat sleeper. This could be it.
Is this gonna do it?
Strain on. Trouble. And she lets her free.
What? Oh,
What?
This could be
wait.
What happened?
Hit.
It didn't matter either way. It was like the guys got in and they were like, oh, wait, hold on. We're sorry.
It's on our turn.
Here are your winners. Hey, I like that mixed tag match, but the live
That was a lot of back and forth in that match. I think this match could have gone either way at any time here. But unfortunately for Tristan and Looney, oddly enough, our champions of this match, Eclipse and Raven, definitely pulling this out.
Yeah.
Man, our champions aren't doing too well.
I know. Oh no, that's not boding well for Star and I.
No, it does not bode well for you. That does bring us to our main event of the night here. We have Athena Atlas versus Confetti the Clown. Definitely some of our stronger characters, but I don't know if we're going to have Confetti be able to compete with the strength of Athena here. But yes, so that brings us to our main event. We have Athena Atlas versus Confetti the Clown. Two very strong characters, but again, Athena I think is going to have the strength advantage, but we will have to see if Confetti can compete. Again, Athena is our big powerhouse. I really thought we were going to have a contender in the Rumble for Athena to win this. But Rumbles are incredibly unpredictable.
The following contest is
I'll say.
scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Mount Olympus, the Superstar.
I know Atlas is in there. I don't know. I need to like edit some of these things to make it right. But yes, Athena is definitely someone to watch out for as far as that strength goes, because again, using that size and that strength to her advantage is definitely going to be a sight to foresee. As with moves like military presses, dropping her opponents above or raising them above her head as she flexes in the ring here.
Really showing those muscles.
Yep. Lifting her opponents above her head, or even just grabbing them by the legs and spinning them by the legs in the air. But the two things to really watch out for are Athena's finishers: the Atlas Stone, a electric chair drop driver, or the barbell bend, a torture rack submission move. So it really could go either way. I know I say something like torture rack, and you're like, oh,
And
good.
electric chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say the Superstar thinks a little too much of themselves, but the tape doesn't lie. This is a serious contender for any title.
Confetti, no.
Confetti, the conductor of a hell train, if I remember correctly. Still not something that you want to take lightly. Again, someone who I feel is on the stronger side of the women's division. Again, Athena definitely going to be a still proving to make this like a David and Goliath kind of situation, for lack of a better analogy. But Confetti definitely having some move sets to look out for, like the train stop, a hip drop into the corner, the runaway train, a pounce-like attack charging through the opponent, all the way up to the railroad spike, a spear. Jesus Christ, right out the gate. Well, I did say Athena's power was definitely going to take a huge presence here, and right out of the gate we see her throwing confetti. And
Athena
then
immediately running a train over Confetti.
indeed, raising her up for that running power slam. Jesus. Athena even going to the second rope here for a body splash. Athena is no small opponent, so that's a lot of... This is an elbow drop, dropping all of that weight, again, on the chest of Confetti.
Athena dropping mountains.
She's feeling the hurt here.
Oh, Confetti fighting back with that kick. But Athena says, nah, it's good. I'm going to break your back again.
No bones for you.
What up, CJ? Easy TV. Oh, just a little short with that headbutt. But Athena right back up and went. Let me try again. Hold on. I got this. Calling confetti up. What we got going on here? Oh, and a reversal from confetti, turning that into a scoop slam. Or a power slam.
What a gracious reversal.
Confetti trying to draw a line in the sand, and Athena said, all right, I'll take that challenge. Irish whip into the corner, only to get hit with a back elbow. Confetti trying to build that momentum here. As Athena tries to cut it short. Uh-oh, could we be setting up for the swing? Oh, nope, just a pin. Kick out before even the one. Oh, reversal with a knee strike into a lockup. Throw into the corner. We could be setting up for the train stop. Choo choo. Boom. Oh. How can I sound more cheesy with some of these calls? Choo choo, motherfuckers.
Here comes the train.
Speaking of which, here comes the runaway train charging through Athena's arm, only to pounce her across the ring. That could be it. Oh, this really could be it. Oh, Athena proving to be resilient, a kick out at the last second. However, Confetti is now using this time to taunt to the crowd. This could prove to be either a good thing or, like, the worst.
Looks like it was a good thing.
It does. Looks like that is coming into her advantage here, but it looks like Athena is starting to fight back. But I feel like she has a long way to climb to get that advantage going. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Just the beats of the bell drum here. Jesus.
Jeez. God.
Athena trying to get that momentum back, as well as just showing that Strange is beating Confetti senseless. As we get to the outside of the ring. Uh-oh. That knee driven into the ground. Again, that is concrete, folks, right underneath that thin layer of padding. Knee driven in the lower back of Confetti as she wrenches up in the submission type move. But again, this is not going to work if you try to submit them outside the ring.
I'm just as speechless as Confetti right now.
We have, again, these competitors are strong on high on that strength scale. So we're going to see some very impressive, brutal moves. Again, lifting Confetti above her head with that military drop to the ground. We talked about Athena trying to get that momentum back.
All the punishment to Confetti's chest.
Absolutely. Again, this is, if Athena tries to set up that barbell bend, that could very well be the end of Confetti.
As Athena just takes the load off.
Yep. It's important to rest between sets. Wow.
Oh.
Confetti hiking up Athena for that scoop slam, hoping to get a pin off of it, but Athena kicking out before the two. And again, Confetti making the mistake of a taunt as she gets dropped on her face before hiked up. Oh, a reversal.
Oh.
Whee! Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
It would appear that we often underestimate the strength of Confetti as she misses the dive, though. Strong, but maybe not great at distance. Again, drawing that line in the ground.
Crossing it herself.
Uh-oh. Taking Athena to the rope. What we got going on here? Is this going to be a hang-up? Oh. Interesting choice of a pin. Nope. But okay. Athena kicking out at one. Again, this is far from over. Confetti getting fired up. Lock up here. Athena doing the same to Confetti, proving that they are also strong, if not stronger. Uh-oh. Here comes that barbell bend I was talking about.
Could this be it for Confetti?
This could very well be the end of Confetti as Athena's draping her opponent across those massive shoulders, dragging down on either side. Oh, wow. Confetti survives,
But
the damage is too much. That barbell bend across the shoulder blades was enough to drive Confetti out of this match.
I gotta say, I think the highlight of that match was Athena just wailing on Confetti's chest.
Yeah, that forearm smash to the chest or on the outside of the rope is definitely a move that, if you can get enough strikes in before the referee count, that is just not ideal. It looks like we have a rivalry between some of our powerhouses here in VCW, as Athena and Confetti seem to have developed one here.
This is a rivalry I'm definitely here for.
Absolutely, as we have Athena, who was seen as being very prideful here and bold, and Confetti was seen as respectful with some other boosts to their...
Earn some respect by being able to yeet Athena.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's like, I survived. I did pretty well. I didn't die. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode of VCW. Thank you all for joining
Very
us.
good show.
Indeed, we had some great highlights here, and we will see you guys in the next week of VCW.